Hello parents, Grace here with Amazing Parenting, and we are continuing our sessions with the fathers, with the dads, and we are spelling out the word father. So if this is your first time to the channel and you've missed the F and the A, please search for the other attributes to father and we will continue. So today we are on the E in father. We're on the E, and the E is for encourage. So I know you're going to be really encouraged by listening to this, so stay tuned. Okay, the E in father is for encourage. As a father, you need to be encouraging your children. That's nobody else's job but yours. Other people, of course, can encourage your children, but don't let that be an area where you're failing at. You don't encourage your children, you don't praise your children, you don't big up your children. It's really important that you do encourage your children. And how do we do that? By encouraging our children. I said last time, I've got my notes here because if not, I'll just talk and talk and talk. And I want these videos to be short and concise so you can listen to and get on with your day. So we're talking about encouragement. Be your child's champion. Champion your child's gift. And I say this to parents all the time. Every child is a genius at something. It is your job as a parent, it's your job as a dad to find out what that gifting is and highlight it and champion it. Encourage your children by championing what they're great at. Your child might not be academically led. Every parent's evening you go to, the teachers are saying, oh, no, he's not good at maths. Oh, no, he needs more lessons. Oh, no, he's not good at this. He's just not academic. But he can play sport like nobody's business. He's going to be the next Usain Bolt. Champion that. Don't come home from parents' evening and start telling the child off, telling off your daughter, telling off your son because they're not achieving. Is that what is their path? Is mathematics their path in life? So find out what your child is good at and encourage them in that gifting. It doesn't mean we don't give them extra lessons or pay for tutors to help them move forward in their academics. But don't beat them over their head because they're not good in a particular area. But encourage them in what they're good at. Don't let your children compete against each other. You tell this child, why aren't you good at maths? Your sister's good at maths. Why aren't you good at that? Your brother's good at that. No. Encourage what they are good at. And all the other areas, if they need to come up, they'll come up. You don't suppress a strength to bring up a weakness. No, you don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. You bring up a strength, you highlight a strength, so the weaknesses just fade away. The weaknesses are irrelevant. If you look at all the greatest people in the world today, they have weaknesses, but we don't know what those weaknesses are. Why? Because they're not highlighted. We don't know what the weaknesses are because they're not brought to the forefront. I just use Usain Bolt as an example. I don't know if Usain Bolt is good at maths. Does it matter? He can afford an accountant to count the money in the millions that he's made. But running is his strength. So his parents capitalized on his running, capitalized on him being the fastest man in Jamaica before he was the fastest man in the world. So encourage your children in the area of their gifting. Champion that. Okay? And then you will find you're at peace. You're not always shouting and telling them off and, trying to push. When the area you need to be encouraging in them and pushing them in is the area of their gifting. So encourage your child in the area of their gifting. Lift up your child's emotions. Oh my goodness, I could speak for a whole hour on this. Because this is the industry that I'm in, I work with so many parents whose children, their emotions have been crushed or their emotions are so low. You have to be able to lift your child's emotions. When they come home from school, encourage them. You know, they come home from school, you ask them, how are you? They say, yeah, I'm fine, Daddy. Yeah, I'm fine. And they're gone. They're gone upstairs. Stop them. Notice. Ask them, so who did you have lunch with today? And then that brings out a conversation. Also, what did you do with that person today? What did you learn different today? What was your best subject today? That helps bring out conversation. That begins to lift their emotions. Maybe they've not had a good day at school. That begins to lift their emotions because you're showing interest. Lift your child's emotions by being happy around them. By showing them you're happy to be their dad. You're enthusiastic to be their dad. It's so important that we lift our children's emotions. Encourage your children. The E in father is for encourage. Encourage them. There's so much going on social media that they will never come and tell you about. But they need your encouragement. They need to know that they've got you in their corner. They need to know that you cover them. They need to know you are their safety net. You know, this era that we're living in, children are going out and doing what they want to do, and parents are shouting and screaming and not wanting be your child's safety net. Hear what they want to do. It doesn't mean you have to agree. But when they go out and do those things, I'm talking about adult children now, they go out and do those things that don't work out, you are your child's safety net. Even though they're adults, you are their safety net. They can come to you and say, Dad, I made a mistake. I need your help. Be your child's safety net. And how you do that is by encouraging them. Be their encourager, not their critic. Another area to encourage your child is to push them to be better. We talked about them being, good in certain areas. Push your children in the area of their gifting. You know they're good at maths. Get them a maths tutor. You know they're good at sport. Get them a club. Push them in their area of gifting. Encourage them in their area of their gifting. That's what you need to be doing as a dad, as a father. Be supportive. Oh my goodness. Be supportive. We spoke about this in the F for father. You may not be with your children. You may not be with the children's mother. You may have an ex-wife. You may have an ex-partner. But be supportive to your children. Yes, you can separate from their mum. Yes, you can divorce their mum, but you can't divorce being a dad. That is lifelong. As long as your children are on the planet, you are a father. And you need to be supportive emotionally, financially, spiritually, psychologically. In every area, you need to be supportive. You need to be supportive. We need to encourage our children with their confidence. Dads, I'm speaking to you, those of you dads that have daughters. Their confidence needs to be built. Don't let them hear another male voice outside encouraging them. Let your voice, you be the male voice in your daughter's life. Encourage her. Give her confidence in who she is. Tell your daughter she's beautiful. Tell your daughter she's lovely. Give your daughter money to go and get her hair done. Build your daughter's confidence. And as for your son, you know and have seen what's going on with young boys out there. Build your son's confidence by being there for him, by listening to him, by sharing with him. Build his confidence. That's how you encourage your children. Guidance. You encourage your children by giving them guidance. As your children get older, your guidance may be more needed or less, depending on what the areas they're going into, depending on what they need your guidance for. As a parent, your guidance differs over your child's life, but you still give guidance. Whether your child is 2 or 22, they still need your guidance, Dad. So that's how you encourage your children, by giving them guidance. Inspire your children. That's how you encourage them, by inspiring them. Let them see you have a strong work ethic. If that's all you can do. My dad, God rest his soul, He had a strong work ethic. My dad worked. So let your children see that you have a strong work ethic. Let them look at you and be inspired. There might be just one thing about you that they see that says, yeah, when my dad does that, I'm inspired. Inspire your children. That's how you encourage them. And lastly, we're going to just close by saying motivate. You encourage your children by motivating them. And motivating doesn't mean you're standing over them and shouting. And no, motivate is to encourage them. It means you're doing all the other attributes. You're guiding. You're making them feel like they can do it. They've got an exam ahead of them. You're motivating them to pass. You're encouraging them to pass. Be your child's motivation. Let them look at you and say, yeah, my dad's motivated. Me too, I need to be motivated. So it's important as a dad, as a father. The E in father is to encourage. It's important you encourage your children, no matter what age they are, whether they're still living under your roof, they've gone to uni, or they're dads of their own. They're dads themselves. They need you to encourage them. So be that encouragement. We will end there. We'll continue the next session. So tune in again. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up and share this video. Remember, all parents, all dads can be great dads, can be great parents. It's a journey and we will get there. Thank you.